Hook. Plyometrics are the most undercoached training tool in track and field. Not because athletes aren't doing them, they are, but because most athletes are doing them for the wrong quality, with the wrong volume, at the wrong time. If your plyometric work isn't directly improving your speed, you're not doing it wrong, you're doing the wrong plyometrics. Let me break this down. Section: 2 different qualities. Know what you're training. Reactive strength and explosive strength are not the same thing. Both matter for sprinters, but they develop different mechanical qualities and require different exercises. Explosive strength is the ability to produce high force from a static or near-static position. Think of a standing broad jump or a squat jump. You start from minimal pre-stretch and generate as much force as possible. This maps to block clearance and initial acceleration. Reactive strength is the ability to rapidly absorb and immediately redirect force, the stretch shortening cycle. Ground contact is short, typically under 200 milliseconds, and the pre-stretch of the muscle tendon unit stores elastic energy that is then released. This maps to mid-acceleration through max velocity. At max velocity, your ground contact is 80 to 100 milliseconds. Reactive strength is dominant. If you're only doing heavy squat jumps, you're developing explosive strength, but leaving reactive strength undertrained. Both need to be in your program. Section: the highest transfer exercises. For explosive strength, broad jumps and squat jumps, 3 to 5 reps per set with 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Maximum intent, full recovery. This is not a circuit. For reactive strength, hurdle hops. Set up 5 to 6 hurdles at 30 centimeters and hop continuously with minimum ground contact time. The cue is to treat the ground like it's hot. If you're sinking into a deep squat between hurdles, you're not training reactive strength. Horizontal bounding, alternating single leg bounds for 20 to 30 meters. This is the highest transfer plyometric for sprint speed. The force vector is horizontal, the single leg loading mirrors sprinting, and the distance of each bound directly trains stride length mechanics. Focus on aggressive hip drive and triple extension, ankle, knee, hip, on each takeoff. Single leg hops. 5 to 6 hops per leg continuously. This develops unilateral reactive strength and exposes power asymmetries. Many athletes are significantly weaker on their non-dominant leg. Single leg hops find that and address it. Depth jumps. Step off a 30 to 60 centimeter box, land, and immediately jump as high as possible. One of the most potent reactive strength stimuli available, but also the highest injury risk. Limit to 2 to 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps, never on fatigue legs, and only in the pre-competition phase when your strength base is established. Section: volume structure by training phase. Off-season. Total ground contacts per session can reach 100 to 120. Focus is explosive strength. Broad jumps, squat jumps, low-intensity bounding. Frequency: 2 to 3 times per week. Pre-competition, volume drops to 60 to 80 ground contacts per session. Intensity increases. Hurdle hops, horizontal bounding, depth jumps introduced. Frequency, 2 times per week. In season, 30 to 50 ground contacts maximum. You are maintaining neural patterns, not developing new capacity. 1 session per week is enough. Heavy plyometric training while racing is a recipe for overtraining. Section: pairing with the weight room. The most effective way to use plyometrics is in contrast pairing with heavy compound lifts.
This is called post-activation potentiation. Do a heavy compound lift, trap bar deadlift, hip thrust, Bulgarian split squat, and then within 2 to 4 minutes, perform a plyometric for the same movement pattern. The CNS is still firing from the heavy load, and the explosive movement produces higher outputs than it would in isolation. Example: 3 reps of heavy trap bar deadlift at 85%, 2-minute rest, 5 horizontal bounds. That sequence trains both peak force and RFD in the same block and creates a stronger neuromuscular adaptation than either exercise alone. Do not do plyometrics on tired legs. This is the fastest path to a hamstring or ankle injury. 30 focused maximum intent ground contacts are more valuable than 100 sloppy ones. Outro. Plyometrics are a power tool. Reactive strength and explosive strength are distinct qualities. You need both, and you need to periodize them. Build it right, and you'll feel it directly in your acceleration and your top-end speed. Subscribe if you want more of this. Speed is built, not born.